Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project365, episode 302. Today what we're talking about is adding asymmetrical loading to overhead squat. This can be done with the squat, and we do it all the time for planking positions, for everything else, and just the common rehab techniques. But what I want to do is I want to bring it into a more functional perspective for the CrossFitter. Now, all the time we see CrossFitters come up and they'll do their overhead squat positions, right? And when they get to a heavy enough load, a strenuous enough load, a lot of times you'll see people twist and turn and lean to one side versus the other. I do it myself, especially because I have that broken elbow, right? So we have these compensation patterns. But ideally what we want to be able to have is these rock solid foundations. I say the term over and over again. We can't build stone houses on straw foundations. We want to do it the other way around, right? So the idea here is to be able to stress the torso in an overhead position. And this is very much or a similar parallel to the Palloff presses that we do. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get ourselves, and it doesn't have to be a TRX ripper. It could just be a PVC pipe with a TheraBand on one end, or a jump stretch band, right? But we're going to have it just on one side. So the idea is that it's going to pull us to the side like this, right? And we're going to put ourselves into our overhead squat position. Now the idea here, you can see how the band is going to pull us across. In this case, right rotation. So we're resisting by turning into left rotation. So I'm going to come and I'm going to get to my regular overhead squat position. How much pressure do I want? Just enough that I feel like I need to engage here and here to stop that twisting. And then from right there, I'm going to groove my squat pattern, right? I can do 25 to 30 reps on one side. Go ahead and do the other side as well. So now I want to twist this way. So I'm going to stop that from right there, and I'm going to do the same exact things. And go ahead from there. Now, after I do both sides facing away from the weight, what I want to do is turn around, and that way it's going to be pulling me this way, but I'm going to engage different parts of that torso, okay? And I'm going to work more into the posterior structures, and I'm going to have to lean backwards with the weight. So there's going to be a lot more control that I need from the posterior cuff. So it's going to look like this. And then like this. Now, nobody makes fun of the gunked elbow when they watch this video. But the idea, 3 sides or 4 sides, 4 quadrants. We want to be pushing on one side, pushing on the other, pulling on one side, pulling on the other. Every time working on an overhead squat, grooving that. That's 25 squats a piece or 20 to 30, making 100 total reps, overhead air squats. That's how we're going to groove stability in the torso with our overhead squat. Guys, I hope that helps you out. Until tomorrow, we are optimizing function to optimize performance.